Hi, kids. My name's Carla. I go by Carla, Carly, or Car. And the whole purpose of this YouTube channel that I am starting is because the life I've lived. I have had so many lessons over the past 30 some years, and I have been told by many, many people to write a book, which I'm in the middle of. And one person said, hey, maybe you should do a YouTube channel, because she was seeing all my thoughts of the day on social media like Facebook and Instagram, or thoughts of the week, or Carla's counseling thoughts or something. So I'm going to give this a shot. So this first one is just a little bit about me, a little background, and just a little bit about the channel. So I grew up in a very small farm town in Pennsylvania, and I just wanted more in life. I was that girl who wanted out, wanted more, wanted to see more than cows and corn. And I was going to move to LA after high school and just figure it out. My teachers obviously didn't like that idea and put in my head I had to go to college. So, all women's university in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, here I come. I spent the next 15 years there. I worked in the car industry. I worked in hospitality. I worked in property management. And I recently, that's where I ended my corporate America career in property management. And I currently am in California right now, just trying to figure everything out and just trying to figure it out. So I went through heartbreaks, mental breakdown in my mid 20s, which led to a false diagnosis and bipolar. And I was heavily medicated for about 7 years. And when I mean heavily medicated, I mean lithium, sapphiris. I wasn't me. I didn't feel like me. I was a zombie. I was just going through the motions. And then, even worse, I was still drinking a lot. And my psychiatrist knew how much I was drinking and still told me to take my medicines, which she could have killed me. But that's a whole nother, we'll get into that later in one of the actual episodes. So I have not been on any medication for over 3 years, 4 years now. And I found a new counselor that undiagnosed me and really got to the root of what was happening in my mid 20s. But that wasn't until age 32. And that was a couple years ago, showing my age, I know. So heartbreaks, mental breakdowns. I had anxiety so bad that I had to go on short-term disability because my body just couldn't function. I would shake so much. Um, and then corporate America, the work hard, play hard. I believed in it, did it. It got me nowhere. I mean, I would work my way to the bottom, the bottom to the whole way to the top in every single industry. I conquered every industry. And then I noticed a trend in every industry in corporate America. At the bottom, they treat you so good. They want the best for you, and then they promote you. Again, I'll have a whole, I'm going to call these podcasts um, later about corporate America. So in 2020, when the world shut down, is when I decided to change myself. I did not look like this. I was over 220 pounds. I had jet black, long hair that was so thin because of the alcohol. I was pretty much an alcoholic. And I just really started going through this journey, and it all started in St. Louis. I went to a 4-day, I'll call it a boot camp. It was an immersion type of thing that changed my mindset and then kind of led me to different steps in life and moving forward. And I started my master's degree last year, actually last fall. So it's been an exact year. I have one more year left in clinical mental health counseling. Goal is to finish that, kind of work in the field a little bit, and just help people heal from trauma, and set up a center to help people, and move on to my doctorate and do some research. Because I was misdiagnosed and was heavily medicated, I'm not for medicine. I'm more for the holistic. However, I'm going to forget that word, however, because that nulls the first half of the sentence. I have views that are both holistic and the Western medicine views, depending on what the situation is. I'm a firm believer that don't medicate right away. Get down to the root problem. And that is my goal with going back to school, to stop the doctors getting the benefits from the pharmaceutical companies to give you the pharmaceuticals. More on that again in the future. So I don't really know. I mean, that was pretty much me in a nutshell. So basically what you're going to get out of this channel is I'm going to bring positivity to you. My main goal is for, positivity, get you thinking in different ways, get you thinking of, oh, okay, seeing things on a different light, and helping you move on with life and empowering you to make changes to make your life better. If it's not even better, but just more holistic and just peaceful in that mind. And, kind of like Be Great with Nate, great podcast. You should listen to him. He's amazing. It's kind of going to be like that because he's kind of all over the place too. He focuses on nutrition and gut health and all that, but he will go off on mindfulness. My stuff will be more mindfulness, a little bit of health, but really I just want to bring the best thing that anyone has ever said to me is like, Carla, I just need to be around you right now for your positivity and your ball of sunshine. I can't be a ball of sunshine every day for you, so I'm going to create this channel to hopefully create that for you every day. And I won't have a podcast. I won't have a podcast every day or a YouTube thing every day, but you can come back and listen to them and hear me and see me, and hopefully I can bring some light into your life and help you take back control of your life if you've lost control. If you have complete control, what I want you to get out of this is just different ways of thinking about things, because everything's not always black and white. Some things don't have gray. Sometimes they have purple or red. And the one thing I can't stand about people's opinions is that people don't understand everyone has a different opinion based on experiences and perceptions. No one's completely wrong, no one's completely right. And the one thing about me is I understand why I take the time to understand where people are coming from and why they think the way they think and do the actions that they do or believe what they believe in. And a lot of people don't do that, and they're, no, you're wrong. And then it just starts this whole conflict and war. And really, at the end of the day, they have their opinion. I understand where it's coming from. It's not my opinion. It's not my belief, but I do understand them. And that's what that's what human beings should do. And we're all human beings. We're all on this earth. My motto is never live life alone. It shouldn't be lived alone. And go on adventures. Life should not be boring. It should not be hard. And we really need to be there for each other. We need to support one another, be there for each other. Honestly, the age-old question, what's the purpose of life? What's the meaning of life? There is none. You live, you die. We all have the same agenda. We're born and we're going to die. So why don't we help each other out while we're here and make the best of this? Because we all are going to go to the other side, whether what you believe the other side is, it's going to happen. Some sooner than others and some later than others. So let's just be happy together, friendly together, and help each other out. And just know that our number one goal is to get along while we're here. I think that's it. If you have any questions, just shoot them over to me and I will get working on the future podcasts on anything and anything you can think of. All right, have a great day. And I will refer to my audience as kids, even though I'm not really talking to kids. I have 8 nieces and nephews. I just always refer to all my employees as, hey kids, let's get together, because at the end of the day, all adults are grown children. Some have more temper tantrums than others, and some are more mature than others. And it's just a general word for my audience. If you don't like it, the millennial saying, sorry, not sorry, suggest something else for me to call the audience. But I enjoy calling people kids just because I'm a big kid at heart. I throw around glitter, I color, I love bubbles. All right, so keep positive today and encouraging one another. I'll see you guys later. Bye.